Mahmoud Abbas, that was exposed, his entity was exposed in the Palestine papers by Al Jazeera. In specific, Sa'ib Harakat, who was found in the documents to basically sell the inalienable rights, carte blanche, or attempt. Nobody can sell our rights, that's number one. But he attempted to sell our rights for the mere 100,000 refugees, and believe me, Israel won't even accept that. But he was talking about a plan, a secret plan, for a symbolic 100,000 refugees to return, I guess the 48 area, I would hope so, I'm not clear on that, but to return to Palestine in general. And that wasn't even clear. 100,000. There are 7.2 million refugees. So he wanted to give them 100,000 refugees for the larger Yerushalayim, the greater Jerusalem. So these are the people negotiating for us. These are the people calling for this bid. I call it an auction. They're trying to, it's more like an auction. They're trying to auction us off. Nothing is clear. And Jeff was saying that those of us who are, so to speak, ultra-nationalists, because we believe that Palestine is ours from the river to the sea, you know, we're attacked. We're called ultra-nationalists, sensationalists. He basically used the same words, I hate to say it, that's Ma'an Harakat used the other day. That's what he accused me of in front of everybody. He says, people like him, you know, are sensationalists, ultra-nationalists. Why? Because we believe in our rights, we believe in what's ours. We will fight till the end for what's ours, because we're not traitors. That's why we're sensationalists. Hell, if that's what a sensationalist, I'm a proud sensationalist. Proud ultra-nationalist. You know, because nobody, one thing that Jeff did say, and Jeff is a good guy. I'm not, you know, this is nothing personal. This is just a political debate. Jeff knows I love him, okay? But as a Palestinian, I'm concerned, you know? And Jeff, of all people, should know, he's of Lebanese descent, correct, Jeff? From Lebanon? His people in the south knew how to do it, okay? Israel couldn't occupy them. They knew how to fight. All right, so why are we not afforded that right? Yeah. They did it, okay? So Francis Boyle and John Quigley, yes, they have great analysis. They have a lot of legal mumbo-jumbo, so to speak. You know, I'm not really an intellect on that level, nor do I want to be. You know, I'm a realist, a real realist, you know. My concern is the occupation on the ground. My concern are the checkpoints in Palestine that the PA nor the PLO can liberate. I asked Ma'an Harakat, why don't you go liberate a checkpoint? You know, you're talking about statehood. You're going to have a statehood where you still have checkpoints. You're still going to have a siege on Gaza, continued bombings, white phosphorus. You're still going to have Palestinian children on the ground being killed under this UN bid. So the argument of legality about that we can go to the international tribunal or courts or whatever, they can do that now. You don't need a state to take somebody to court. So that's something, in my opinion, is ridiculous to say that that's what you can do. They're not doing it. And one would think, why aren't they doing it? Because in my opinion, the PA is an arm of the occupation. Okay? Mahmoud Abbas, about 5 days ago, made a purchase from the state of Israel for arms. From the state of Israel. He's asking recognition on one hand, okay, and he's purchasing arms to combat his own people on the other. At least Yasser Arafat had some dignity. He said, I have the olive branch and I also hold a gun, and you choose. At least he did that. The PLO is no longer what it used to be. In 1988, they officially recognized the UN partition of Palestine, which is illegal. They too used to be, or used to believe in Palestine from the river to the sea when they were established in 1964. That was their motto, from the river to the sea, in which we're being criticized today for keeping that up. And then in 1993, from the UN partition, which was 55% for the Jews or Israelis and 45% for the Palestinians, in 93, they accepted 22%. Okay? And in 2011, they want to accept 10%. That's not my representative. Those are not the people talking for me, I tell you that much. Because I'm from 1948 Palestine. They want to divide us. 67, 48, you know, the capital of Jerusalem 1 minute, then they want to give us Jericho as our capital, then they want to give us Al-Azariya, or whatever they want to give us. I mean, these people are insane. Everybody in this room needs to understand Zionism. Okay, that's the key. Ma'an didn't want to hear it when I said Zionism. He just shrugged me off with his hand. Okay? Zionism is the root cause of all this. Okay, their plan is to intend on taking away, ethnically cleansing Palestine. Remember that. They have not negated that. They have not said that they're no longer being Zionists. So who are we, these are the people that we're forced to believe. Mahmoud Abbas, all these things for this statehood. So we don't need symbolic gestures. We don't need a moral victory. We need a victory on the ground. We need a victory to end the occupation. How about we start there before being recognized of a state that's on a false pretext. And like I said, I'm really not someone who's an expert on the subject, but if you can, come out and listen to Ali Abu Ni'ma, who is, I mean, I wish I could read this to you verbatim, but I don't want to bore you. It's really nice. It just came out yesterday. It hits on every point, on every argument about this UN bid. And just as a quick announcement, we also have on October 7th, a friend of mine, she's a Palestinian artist. She is having an exhibit. It's called Palestinian Intifada Art, which is going to be at Beit Hanina at 7 o'clock. Come listen to something really fun or look at some really good stuff. She's also an ultra-nationalist sensationalist. So on that note, I'm going to end. And like I said, our friend Amal Wahdan, who's been patiently waiting to counter some of the arguments, I will leave it to you. And thank you for having me.